Welcome everyone to a brand new video where today I'm teaching you all how to make floating islands in Minecraft using World Edit. If you like the video, please remember to like and subscribe. It helps me to keep making videos like this. This is the adventure map that I'm working on called the Lab. I hope you guys like the video, please like and subscribe, and let's get on with the tutorial.
Welcome back to a video, and today I'll be teaching you all how to do some islands. So these are floating islands. As you can see behind me, there is one that this is all stuff that I've created using the World Edit mod, which I'll link in the description. As you can see, these things are so cool and they are so easy to make. And today I'll be making two for my adventure map, which I'm working on. And yeah, it's pretty cool. So as you can kind of see here, don't want to say too much. This is a parkour course which I'll get the player has to do to reach to the end. Once the player's here, we're going to have two islands coming off that way and another one coming off that way. So in total, we're going to need two islands. I think that's what I said. And I thought, what better way than turn it into a video, and I'll teach you guys how to make one. So all you need is the World Edit mod and a wooden axe plus some, so you can have any tool of your choice. You want pretty much two. So I'm going to take the iron shovel and the diamond one. That's all you need, guys, just a wooden axe, iron shovel, and a diamond shovel. You don't have to have a diamond shovel or an iron one. Just pick two tools of your choice that isn't a wooden axe already. So without further ado, let's get into building some of these really cool islands. So the first thing that you probably are going to want to do is you want to set up a big platform for where you want to be building your island on. Because we can't just build it in the sky like this. Now I've got a platform down there, but it's a bit small. You could do this on a super flat, so you don't have to do this on a... Turn around this a bit. Don't want to do this on a void world. You can do it on a super flat world. It'll probably be a bit easier. So then, guys, here I've got a massive platform, and you probably won't need it this big, but that's just the size I'm going for. And the island isn't necessarily going to be this big. I'm going to shrink it down, probably a bit bigger than that, but you know, you've got the drill, guys. So what you first want to do once you've got the World Edit mod and you've got your three tools, the wooden axe and the shovels, or any other tool you want, you can first off select one of the tools. One of them is going to be deleting stuff, and the other one is going to be placing stuff. So what you're going to do, you're going to get your first one, and this is going to be the one that you're going to be placing with. So what you're going to want to do is going to go /tool tree, and you want tree big, like that. And that will come up in chat saying that your tool has been bounded to an iron shovel. And what this does is pretty cool. So we right click and we spawn a tree, which I'm wondering is quite useless considering we're making an island, not a tree. But it'll all come together. You'll soon work out why. So once you've done that, what you want to do is with the diamond shovel, you want to do the same thing. You want to go /tool, and then what you want to do is /tool del tree, which should, if I can spell, which should come up like this, and there you go, you've got it again. So this one creates a tree, and then what you have to do is you break the first bit of log, and this one will delete the tree. Other than the fact I've connected it up to another tree. There you go. So once you've got something like this, you've got your three tools. You shouldn't need to do anything to the wooden axe if you've got the World Edit mod. And let's get on with it. So what you want to do is you want to kind of create the opposite of an island, do a mountain, which might seem a bit strange. So but I'm going to explain it to you. So here we've got one big tree here. What we're going to do is we're going to keep adding to this tree to make it tall and stuff like that, and making it and just coming it out a bit so it creates a bit of like a shape kind of thing, and just keep adding trees to wherever you like to create a shape for how it's going to be. So think of it as like the upside down version of your mountain or floating island. You can also do this the other way, but yeah, so just keep spawning in trees And yeah, so you can kind of see how it's coming together. You make it as long as you like, as big as you like, but the centerpiece must be the biggest. You must always have a tree, quite a big tree in the center, if that makes sense. So the tallest bit of your island or your tree monstrosity must be the center bit of your island, because you can see here that's the pointy bit, the tall bit. I don't know if I'm making any sense, guys, but here we are. So keep adding on to the trees. So once you have a monstrosity like this, what we're going to do is you're going to go over to one corner of your tree area. So I'm going to go to the bottom here, and what you're going to do is you must make sure you're at the bottom somewhere, and make sure that there's no trees in this direction or that direction. And you're going to go //pos 1. That will come up saying in chat, saying you've set your first position to your coordinates. And then you want to go up now, and same thing again. So you don't want any trees there or there, and you're going to go up until there's no trees any higher than you are. So you can't be too safe, so //pos and 2 is what you want to do. And then you have something like this. This has selected the whole of the tree area, and what we're about to do is quite cool. So we're going to do //replace, and we're going to replace all of these blocks with a gravity block. So we've done oak leaves, oak logs, and dirt. So that will replace everything. What we're going to replace it with is a gravity block. So that could be either sand, gravel, or you can have anvils, but that'll probably make it a bit laggy. Or you can have a coloured concrete powder, which is what I like to do, make it stand out a bit more. So I'm going to have lime concrete powder, just make it stand out. And what you'll see is you'll get a bit of lag, but you end up with something like this. So after the lag spike's gone, you end up with this kind of island shape-ish. And if you're not happy with it, if you see I've got a massive gap right here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just add some more trees to it. And if you don't like a tree where it is, of course, you can delete it. But yeah, it's pretty good. So I'll do the same thing again, //replace oak leaves, comma, oak log, comma, and dirt. And don't do what I did or that will happen, but do the same thing again, oak, leaves, oak, log, and dirt to be your gravity block. So what we're going to do now, guys, is we're now going to select a bit of a smaller area. So we're going to go here and again make sure there's no gravity blocks, whatever you've selected, in that area and in that area, and make sure your feet are on the ground and go //pos 1. And that will come up in chat, and then we'll do the exact same thing at the top like we did earlier. So what we're going to do is we're going to go up, make sure there's none above you, and go, okay, well, there's none that way. There's none that way. Go //pos 2. So now you've selected it again, and what we're going to do is we're going to now create our base. So what I've done here over in my islands is I've textured it all and everything like that, but ignoring the texture, the main block is actually tough, which I've used in here in my island. So whatever your main block is, it can be whatever you like. That is what we're going to replace all of that with for now. So ignoring the texture, we're just going to go //replace lime concrete powder with tough. So as you can see here, now everything that I've done has been replaced with tough. We are actually going to copy and paste this and turn it around so that it looks a bit more like an island. So what we're going to do is we want to go to the tallest part of your build, and if everything is still selected, you're going to face it down and go //copy //rotate 0 180 like that. and that will say that it's been rotated, and then we're going to do the same thing, / paste. So now you can see that the island has got something like this. So this is what your island is going to look like. As you can see, there are going to be a couple of gaps with it, but you can find the best angle and use that to your advantage. Looks like I've missed a bit of... What the hell? Okay. Right. Once that's done, we are now going to get in to some bit of texture. But not just yet, because we are still going to have some fun with it. Now, here, what we're going to do is stand in the center of your island. So that would be exactly, mine's probably around about here. Fire text of your island, place a block there, and remember then coordinates. Then what you're going to do, we're going to highlight it again. Make sure stand above you, stand that way. There isn't any tough that way, so / pause 1, and then I'm going to go right down at the bottom again, and make sure there's none below, none that way, none that way. So we're going to go / pause 2. So now I've selected the position of our build, which is where now we're going to copy and paste it into where we want. Now remember, you can do / undo if this doesn't work. So I'm going to go / copy like this, and now I've copied this build, and now we're going to put it where we want it to go. So say you want a build to go there, what we're going to do is go / and try it again, and I would say, yeah, that's pretty good. Then now I can't texture both of them, so next up we're going to texture our island. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the main one to undo it, so that one I'm going to texture so that it's easier for me to copy and paste it twice. So then what you want to do is where you've copied and pasted your island in that position, you want to do the same thing again. So you're going to go / pause 1.
Welcome to future me. My mic cut out for this bit, so like I said, you have to do / pause 1, and then when you go up to your other corner and go / pause 2. So that's just selecting the whole area, and then we're going to get into texturing it.
I've used multiple stone variants. For example, I've used diorite, stone, and cobblestone. And you can use as much blocks as you like for this. It could be any block. And just remember, if it's a gravity block, it will fall. So be a bit careful. And yeah, so texture-wise, I'm going to use the same 3 blocks here. I'm also going to add in a bit of raw gold, just to make this island, see a bit richer. So I'm going to use these 4 and a bit of this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go / replace and tough with what you want. Now we're going to do what we want. So what we're going to do is we're going to use percentages. So adding everything up to 100%. So let's say I'm going to have 45% of my island is going to be tough, and go comma, and then I'm going to go 5% of my island I want it. So I'm going to go 35% of my island I want it to be tough, and I want 20% of my island to be diorite. Diorite. I can't spell. And then comma. Then I also want another 20% of my island to be stone, and then another 20% to be cobblestone. If I can spell cobblestone. And then for my final, I want 5% of it to be raw gold block. And here is what I have is my island. You can see this one looks a bit different to the others, it's because obviously the gold. And if you don't like it, you can always redo it, undo it, and pick whatever you like. We're now going to do an overlay. and we're going to use any kind of thing that you like as your overlay. Now I'm going to use gold block. As you can see here, that is just posted at the top of the island in the gold block. I'm actually going to do the same thing again. Gold / overlay, gold block, and I'll put in a second overlay of gold block. What you can do is we can now begin texture it. What I like to do is go around the island and just get rid of the top bit, makes it a bit smoother. Then what you have is something that looks a bit like this, which I quite like, and I'm going to use, right? So what I am also going to do with the gold block is that although I like it, we're still going to texture it, you know me guys. So we're going to replace, like we have been, gold block, and we're going to do the same thing as we normally do. So I'm going to go 40% still to be a gold block. I'm also going to have, though, 10% of it to be a raw gold block. And what I'm going to have is 30% of it to be white concrete. That, and then 20% is going to be yellow concrete powder, like so. As you can see here, this is now what my island looks like. I'm quite happy with what I've done, and I'm also quite happy with the laying out and now. So now we can get to decorating the front bit of the island. But yeah, nice. So that's it, guys. So that's my island. Thank you all for watching this video, and if you found this video helpful, like the video and subscribe, and thank you for watching. And I have very good episodes coming soon, my survival series, go check that out down below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.